High Chieftain and heir to the throne Donald has entered into a lustful marriage, shortly after murdering the son of the man who took advantage of his father's, that's me, lustful marriage. What could possibly go wrong? Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Crusader Kings III in our Empire of Albion series. So we have a lot to do. I say this every episode now, but I'm amazed that Constantine is still alive. He's 66 years old. He was born in 841. It's 907. You are outliving modern life expectancy, sir. Not our modern, his modern. Contemporary life expectancy. That is, you know, you're outliving the point that you're supposed to be dying at. I'm just pointing that out. So let's go ahead and conquer the Duchy of York. We talked about this at the end of the last episode. Gwynedd really doesn't have the ability to withstand me for much longer, so we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that. Duchess Hadwig has just written, oh wow, she's 5. Ermenberg will be joined in holy matrimony. Excellent. All right, let's head straight down. I'm just going to take control of the territory that I'm going for here, and I think I might also split up the army so that we're taking a little bit more territory at once. We're gonna, as I mentioned last episode, we're gonna be able to do that more and more. It's very enjoyable that we can actually send armies in different directions now. We have that many men, and we don't even have to worry about calling in any kind of help. It's that fantastic. Commander has been improved. Chieftain Frithriker. Oh, nice. We just gave him a lot of land. Action has been created against me. Yeah. So, unsurprisingly, there are now Irish populist factions that are rising. We can usurp the Kingdom of England. We're not going to do that because we don't have to. There are potential negotiations we can make. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and ransom that. There are negotiations that we can make for alliances. Gonna hold off on those too. Just want to take control of as much territory as I can. It looks like the army is mainly down here, probably because they're fighting raiders. This is going to be over pretty quickly, would be my guess. Alright, so now let's march down that direction. We gained 11 from occupying Durham. And now we have these two armies together. Let's go ahead and hit... We're going to go in order here. Hide and peek. What in the world was my daughter Margaret doing in that wardrobe in the servants' quarters? Playing hide and seek, she claims? This is a mischievous child, by the way. She looks like a ghost, shaking, eyes wide open, staring at walls. Oh no, I know what happened. She must have seen two of the stable boys, plucking a chicken together. The poor girl looks shocked. I would not be surprised if she will find intimacy difficult when she grows up. Oh, wow. So this is the moment, as this child's father, where we can either steer her towards chastity or lustfulness. I'm going to choose chastity in this case, because she has a number of other good qualities. She's already chaste. This is just an opportunity to kind of reject that line of thinking. But she's ambitious and humble, and I feel like she's already a very, virtuous character, and we want to keep that going. Culture has discovered mustering grounds. That's good news. Now let's see if we actually... we still don't have 70% of all civic and tribal era innovations. So let's take a look at what that means for us, because we haven't really had a lot of cultural events yet. Mustering grounds was the... It doesn't look like another fascination has been chosen yet. Size of men-at-arms regiments +2. Maximum number of men-at-arms regiments +1. Nice. So we can definitely create another men-at-arms regiment, and I'm going to do so right hecking now. I haven't made Huscarls yet, and I think I should. They are one of our unique units. They counter spearmen and archers. And they also have winter bonuses as well. So let's go ahead and create them. We're going to increase their size to 2. And we're going to station them, I guess, here in Bevenberg. Yeah, that works for me. They're unraised at the moment, and that's fine. I'm not going to worry about raising them. Alright, so we have 2 armies here. What are the makeup of these armies? So we've got some siege units and some non-siege units. Tell you what. Let's have you go ahead and step farther into that territory. We are suffering attrition right now due to not having a supply line set up. You can unlock a new perk for the martial lifestyle. Excellent. Army gold maintenance. Wow. Minus 15%. Friendly territory levy reinforcement rate. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Look at our income now. While at war. 7.3 gold per turn. I mean, at this point, I don't think anyone else on the British Isles stands a chance. If I'm being completely honest. Okay, I hate this. Hang on, when will this be done? 27 days? That'll be done in 3 months? Okay, I might be able to intercept them. Ah, Frithriker became a Blade Master, not bad. Constantine comes of age, they grow up fast. So he's a flamboyant trickster. Let's pause for a moment because I want to make sure that I'm raising... Yeah, let's raise Magdalena. We're already raising Margaret, and she's 14, so she'll be of age soon. She is betrothed to the county of Sundgau. Remember, they're just a massive military ally. Nice, valuable prisoner captured. So we can end this war before this kind of siege pops off. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then disband all armies. And I probably can do some additional ransoming, so let's do that. You can pardon criminals, not going to worry too much about that. Donald has, wow, Donald has all the votes. That's how popular he is. We haven't looked at that in a while. He has literally everyone's votes. So even though we're still technically in a position, oh, we actually have negative prestige at the moment. That's surprising. There we go, fixed it. So anyway, yeah, even though we have this vote-based system set up for the title, which we could remove, by the way, Donald is receiving the lion's share of votes, which is fantastic. I've been corresponding with your Chancellor, High Chieftain Donald, and I must say that I've come to see you in a new light. So this is the High King of Ireland. Perhaps you are even someone that I might one day be proud to call my friend. Your silver tongue is shining today, Donald. Nice. So the King of Ireland just decided that he likes me. Thanks to Donald. We can always send a gift. We're not currently in charge of the Empire of Albion. And because we're not, we can't subjugate him directly. Once we have that unlocked, things will be different. I'm kind of excited about that, to tell you the truth. Okay, so it looks like there's a little bit of warring going on here. If we look at Mercia, I can declare war. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I can conquer the petty kingdom of Mercia right now. That is a ton of counties. And she wouldn't stand a chance. I would have to move pretty fast, because I think they're actually... Let's take a look at this. I think they're at war... Alright, so there's a claim on Pois, which is here. These look like kind of internal squabbles for the most part. Gwynedian claim on Principality of Pois, and then... Wow. Derbian conquest of the Earldom of Leicester. So, yeah. We're going to go ahead and declare. We're going to go for it. Because if we can take all of Mercia right now, that is a huge number of counties, and will significantly... That'll bring the arrival of the Empire of Albion much closer. Now, because we just finished a war, our armies are going to be replenishing a bit. It'll be interesting how this plays out, but... Oh, actually, they're still in good shape, for the most part. Prince Tudwal the Drunkard. Okay, well, I'm not worried about him. He has less than 100 men to his name right now, so we're not gonna freak out too much. Also, yeah, hold on. So we've taken this additional holding, and I probably need to pass it off, but I like the fact that it's another castle holding for me. That's not the worst thing. We do have negative prestige while we're at war now, thanks to our new units, the Huscarls. We have over 8,000 troops in total, moving to attack Mercia. This is fantastic. Again, once we declare ourselves emperor, we can subjugate Ireland pretty straightforwardly. We could be able to subjugate Wessex as well. Although, I'm kind of seeing a situation develop where we might have to fight Wessex, or fight Ireland, before we can actually become the emperor. Okay, so you're going to go there. You're going to go there. And you're going to go there. Let's just take over some territory, shall we? Although it looks like... Hold on. Yeah, we might need... This is right now our only siege unit. We need to pay attention to where the onagers are. War stories. One of King Alfred of Wessex's favorite things to do with me is to sit by the fire and exchange war stories on a beautiful Scottish night. And this night, we have been reminiscing from sun until moon until sun again. I begin by telling of the time when I pressed my claim to the Isles held by High Chieftain Ivar, prompting Alfred to clasp his hands and laugh. A fine tale, though truly I tell you, my friend, there's no event more glorious in all history than when I defeated High Chieftain Ivar of Men in the Battle of Blithing. I think that might be the same character. Let's see. Yeah, same character. What glorious days we've had, and I pray many more glorious to come. Nobody spins a yard like Alfred, or we can say, my story is clearly better. Let's just say nobody spins a yard. Maintain that positive relationship. We've had a good rapport with him for a long time. Low county control in the North Riding. So noted. Let's go ahead and start improving control using our awesome marshal. He's located in Lothian. Is he unlanded? He is. Don't I have a better marshal at this point? I do. Let's go ahead and put you on the council. Much better marshal. Holy crap. So much better. Also, I'll need to keep an eye on the other characters as well. We have a very, very nice council at the moment. The Spy Master is a little bit weak, but overall things are going well. Alright, let's go ahead and attack this army while they are being a little bit cheeky. Got him. And this should tip the war in our favor a little bit. Yeah, actually a lot in our favor. That might have been a stack wipe there. Can we ransom you? We can. The drama continues. So, not only is Ermenberg pregnant by another man, that's Donald's new wife, who we were hoping would be faithful because she had other virtues. But apparently, if you're lustful, you just can't keep it in your pants, no matter what, in this game. That's kind of a shame. So... So Donald has already imprisoned her, interestingly enough. He might divorce her on his own. We'll have to see how that goes. That's a shame. I was kind of hoping that that situation would not turn out that way. But here we are. All right, so at this point, that that particular siege is going well, even without the onagers, so I'm not going to worry about it. A strange noise. Oh, here we go. Haven't had this yet for this entire series. Now we finally do. I arrived back at my stronghold after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born this day 69 years ago. Nice. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationships I've cultivated over the years. So it saddens me that I've not heard from my wife Madrun or any of my friends today. I trudge along to my chambers, loneliness impeding my lazy feet, when I hear a clang and hushed whispers from down the hallway. What could that be at this hour? Happy birthday! What a surprise! All my nearest and dearest friends have come together to wish me well as I begin this next year of life. There is even an entire table laden with saffron cakes, my favorite. Here I was thinking that everyone had forgotten about me. I cannot believe that Madrun went to all the trouble, of arranging this in secret. I had not a clue such a thoughtful surprise was being planned at all. My friend Seward approaches me, struggling to carry 3 beautifully wrapped packages. Ever the trickster, he says, I have 3 gifts here for the choosing. One shall be yours, but which shall it be? I'll take the biggest one. Why not? Moniker's Horn. Fertility plus 15%, spouse opinion plus 10. Wow. Hold on. Yep. We're equipping that right there. That's hilarious. Okay, also, I'm going to need to repair some of these artifacts relatively soon, but I think they're all in pretty good shape at the moment. Magdalena's first enrobing. As I patiently await the fetching of my clothes, a servant stutters, "My lord, no one can find your garments." I'm surrounded by incompetence, I mutter, storming from my bedchamber. It's in the nursery of my daughter Magdalena that I discovered not only my raiments, but also the girl's wet nurse. I had no part in it, my liege. She dressed herself, Bjorngith responds with a giggle. So she's a princess of fashion? Yep, we're going with it. She's a princess of fashion, clearly. Granddaughter killed in siege. Oh no! Oh no! Princess Catherine of Aquitaine, granddaughter. So this was Queen Catherine's... Remember, she's been the Queen of Aquitaine for some time. Ermentrude was her mom. But this was her firstborn daughter. Know thyself close to the end. I will be dead within a year. Right after my birthday. 69th birthday, no less. We'll be dead within a year. So... 13th of February, 9/11 is when all this will come to an end, and Donald will ascend the throne. Faction created against me. Bjorngith is no longer your wet nurse. That's interesting. Let's search for a new one then. Artifact seized. Invitation to Duke Lorenz's grand wedding. Prize ring after siege of Furlix. Nice. I am not going to go to the grand wedding. Yeah, I'm not going to. I know that's a little bit weird, but at this point, if we're down to the final days of his life, I want to have maximum control over what's going on. So we can usurp the Kingdom of Ireland. Your son can marry. Oh, interesting. Did I not betroth him to anyone? All right, so we still have our... Interesting. There's a young lady named Alice, spineless lackey, but she's beautiful. Spineless lackey, generous, gregarious, craven, good stats, especially good diplomacy. Hang on, sum of all skills. What about alliance strength? Our granddaughter is popping up as an option. Lovely. All right, so Alice might actually be the one. She's lowborn, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and send that proposal. This war is very nearly at an end here. Now, I just took an artifact of some kind. What did I grab? Prize ring. Prestige plus 0.5 per month. So this was won at a hunt at some point in the past. All right, let's move inward and keep finishing off some of these sieges. Also, Donald, what's your situation? I mean, in some ways, this is kind of fitting. She did betray him, and he killed Ade's son. We have 13 months until this is done, though. It's probably... I mean, it could be done sooner. Let's try it. Let's see if we can get a murder scheme going. We're going to have to play this pretty close to the vest. All right, so I can use a hook on Earl Thomas. I can use a hook on Daniel in order to increase the likelihood of these things working. So we're going to just rope some of the kids into this for funsies. Search for wet nurse. Her aptitude is good. Aethelfrith. So yeah, we're going to pay a little bit of gold to get that done. This siege is almost over. Earl Daniel and Earl Thomas just joined the scheme. Yep, you're at death's doorstep. If you have a player heir, you will continue playing as them. Your vassals may not be loyal to them, therefore it is a good idea to not spend too much gold so you can afford mercenaries or gifts. Yep, it's time. I've been saying for several episodes, what the heck is happening? Okay, we're going to go ahead and enforce demands. So be it. Disband all troops. Now, this is interesting. This is several new titles. Or several, yeah, not only several new titles, but a lot of new counties that I've gained control of as well. So, quick question. Titles can be created. We can make the Kingdom of England, interestingly enough. We can't make the Empire of Britannia yet. We control we need to control 75, we control 53. And we need 2 kingdom titles. So it's not cheap to do this. So we would need to establish a second kingdom title or usurp one, like the Kingdom of Ireland. Also, yeah, there hasn't been enough time. But when Donald ascends to the throne, we can do a whole lot. I think he's going to have a pretty easy transition, I dare say. Okay, let's hand these titles out, shall we? I don't know if I'll literally give them all to one character again, although Constantine could... Actually, this makes a lot of sense to give them to Constantine. I like that idea a lot, the more I think about it. Yeah, let's go ahead and give him control of all of these. It's a little bit extra. But he was a good ward, and I think he deserves the chance. Okay, so, a moment of truth. We have Deheubarth down here. We could declare on them and conquer that duchy, but the likelihood that I don't have the piety to do that. What about Gwynedd? Yeah, we're still in a truce with them, and Wessex, of course. Very interesting. We have a very good relationship with Wessex, but everything is about to be upended because Donald is going to ascend the throne. So let's take a quick look at this just to make sure that everything is kind of in order. We're not sharing power because, believe it or not, even though we've had some issues, we're infirm and we... Where's that one trait? Actually, it doesn't appear that we have any negative trait with regard to, like, not being able to remember things. He had a moment where he was getting forgetful, but it doesn't look like that progressed. So that's nice. Lessons from the past. Though I will surely see many battlefields before I meet my maker, my library... That is not true. My library holds tales of war from 100 lifetimes. I have recently acquired a tome on the Great Battle of Tours, as well as a time-worn scroll written in some ancient language. Who knows what forgotten secrets it holds? Attempt to translate the old scroll. Yeah, I mean, I have a 100% chance of doing this. Or I could read the newer tome, study an old battle for 10 years. Nice. Even with the help of a dusty glossary, the scroll is reluctant to share its secrets, but I press on. As the night progresses, the most incredible story unfolds before me. By blocking the narrow coastal pass at Thermopylae, the massively outnumbered Greek troops held off the Persian army for 7 days. During the last day, when King Leonidas was outflanked, he dismissed the bulk of his army and guarded their retreat in a glorious last stand. The heroism of his troops is a testament to the power of a patriotic army defending its native lands. So we can study the Battle of Thermopylae for 20 years. Focus on translation process. I mean, neither of these matters. These are for bonuses that I'm going to give up in less than a year. You became the new culture head of Anglo-Saxon. Oh, wow. Okay, you know what? I will take that. We're not going to, truly become Scots just yet. Unless, of course, hang on, let's see if Scottish culture has emerged on its own. Yeah. So we're not going to become Scots just yet. And I played with this idea last episode of, like, what if the king, as one of his last acts, like, created Scottish culture? Because it doesn't seem like this event is popping. Ended up not doing that, restarting the recording, like I mentioned last episode, but this is kind of a nice middle ground. Like, he just became the cultural head of this. So, tell you what, let's go ahead. This is expected to be discovered in about 6 months if we push for it. Yeah, I'm going to push for public works. See if we can get that done, because then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think when I did the math before, I think it's 10 that I need. So after this is done, I can select a new cultural fascination, assuming that Donald remains in charge of the culture, which he might not. The main thing, though, is that this is going to be done before Constantine dies. Oh, also, hang on. Can I ransom you? I can. How many prisoners do I have? Multiple prisoners. 1 second. Can't afford the full ransom. That's fine. Oh, wow. Honorad, who are you? So he is looks like the firstborn son of the Lord of Penland. Hello? Really? Wait, hold on. Go back. Wow. Yeah, so he's a little bit more expensive. We'll hold on to him just in case Donald needs the money. Yep, accept. We're going to see what we can do to get this marriage taken care of. Negotiate alliance. Yep, let's enter an alliance with you so we can back him up if needed. All right, none of the things that I can really do at this point matter a hecking heck of a lot. Let's just let some time pass. Chieftain Calican's friendship. While his numerous attempts to curry my favor have not gone unnoticed, I cannot feel but irritated by Chieftain Calican's sudden interest in me, and I cannot shake the feeling that the man's intentions are not pure. But he still has a certain charm. Why can he not leave me in peace? I never want to see his face again. Why can he not leave me in peace? Let's just go with that. Pay ransom. All right, so now it looks like we are willing to... The king is willing to pay all 50, so let's go ahead and do that. Fantastic. Also, any other building that I can do? No, none at the moment. Oh, succession, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the ability to move to partition yet, so we're going to have to go to war for Thomas and Daniel's land. We could potentially subjugate them. They could just kind of bend the knee to Donald. So that's the event that's kind of coming up. Like, if you think, I've made some comparisons to Game of Thrones. This is going to be one of the references that's easiest for a lot of people to understand popularly. But, like, think of how often you heard the phrase bend the knee in that particular series and in other series. But The notion is that, okay, there's going to be a new king on the throne, and not everyone that's loyal to the current king is just guaranteed to pledge fealty to the new king under law. So some of them have the option of breaking away, and it looks like 2 of the kids, Ermentrude's kids, are going to be outside of the kingdom after this. This could be interesting. And hopefully they'll bend the knee. All right, we can hold court. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. Gesture for the first in line to approach. The whole throne room falls silent as my vassal Sheriff Sturla enters triumphantly, followed by 2 struggling servants who are dragging a chained wolf. Smiling proudly, Sturla exclaims, "My lord, I present you a gift worthy of the mightiest ruler in the world. This magnificent beast was hunted in the forest of Westmoreland, and now I offer it to you as a symbol of my devotion and your unparalleled power." Thank you, I really needed a hide carpet. So, hide carpet for 50 years. But that's, again, pet monster for 10 years. The animal is killed for its hide, or we can say a mighty beast for a mighty ruler. So pet monster would go away. Although, if it doesn't go away, we'd gain 25 court grandeur. Let's do that, because that could really help Donald boost. We're at court grandeur level 7 right now. What the heck? The air is thick with anticipation as my son Earl Constantine approaches me. My lord, I come with grave news, but with a solution to fix this problem. It's become increasingly clear that the Gaels and Anglo-Saxons are becoming more, perhaps even too similar. It's paramount that we show them that it's us, Anglo-Saxons, who are the forefront of innovation. Okay, so this will help with... Yeah, let's go ahead and get as much prestige as possible. It doesn't really matter. Let's host a festival to celebrate our rich Anglo-Saxon culture. The next petitioner is an extremely angry Mormor Driston of Fife. With the briefest of deference shown, Mormor Driston relays that some of my knights, led by Chieftain Frithriker of Desmond, have passed through the Mormordom of Strathern recently. They have looted, pillaged, and despoiled the villages and farms in Strathern. It is an absolute travesty, my king, and I will not stand for it, declares Mormor Driston. What should I do? If you cannot keep the peace, then maybe it should be my land. We could literally take his title from him. So we can tell Frithriker that he needs to return his plunder. Punish troublemakers for 5 years, but that's only going to be something that affects me, and I'm about to die. So you must return your plunder, Frithriker. Yep. Okay, my business here is done. Nice. Court, Royal Court is now grandeur level 8. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so Realm will lose land if these characters die. I'm not surprised, to tell you the truth. Is there a possibility? How long will this truce last? So we have a truce until... It's another 9 years. Holy crap. But I signed that truce. Donald didn't. So there's that. Part of me is tempted just to speed up a little bit so we can have this. Nice. We have discovered the Fascination Public Works. What's this? I was hoping it would be 9 and not 10. We can adopt feudal ways. This is going to change so much so quickly. Adopt feudal ways. A new era. The old ways have served us well, and we will always honor them. However, as the King of Scotland, I have concluded that we must adopt feudalism and its principles if we shall continue to prosper. It is the crucial next step on our road to greatness. Long live Scotland. All tribal holdings in the realm will become castle holdings. My tribal vassals will change to feudalism. Now... All right, so we need certain innovations. Let's go ahead and choose a new fascination. Let's go with plenary assemblies, because this will allow us to raise crown authority. Because we are now feudal, we actually need new technology in order to move crown authority. And without crown authority, unfortunately... Hang on, let's see. Yeah. we don't have the hereditary rule innovation yet, and we don't have the right crown authority, so we can't change the Confederate partition. This is just going to be a messy succession, and unfortunately Donald is 49, so he's not even going to have a particularly long life ahead of him. We have 4 months, roughly, until this scheme fires. It doesn't look like it's going to happen any sooner, so it might not finish. Invitation to a grand tournament. I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. It's just not necessary. New culture head. King Alfred took your place as culture head. Not sure why that happened. I think it's best if, before I end this episode, if we go ahead and let the transition happen. Or maybe right before it happens. Margaret has come of age. Aw, that's nice. So she gained the trait Fortune Builder, which is a level 3. That's really, really nice. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and stop this episode here. I know I was just saying let's wait until the transition and we have the leadership transition, but I think it would be good to start the next episode with that rather than have this one end on that. I realize there's very little difference, but I would rather have it happen in one recording and proceed from there. So that's what we're going to do. However, I do have some gold, and I think this is a good opportunity to go ahead and get a few upgrades going. We can finally, by the way, build things in Lothian. It's been a long time. We're going to do walls and towers in Lothian. We just haven't been able to actually do anything. But I'm also not going to spend any more gold because Donald might need a war chest at the beginning of his reign. I hope he doesn't, but there's a good chance that he will. Also, when he ascends the throne, we will no longer be allied to Wessex. So if we just need to go ham on Wessex and take control of Wessex in order to achieve the amount of territory we need to declare ourselves the Empire of Albion, then, you know, we'll do what we have to do. Until then, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For channel emotes and member badges, look for the join button to learn more. New episodes drop every day but Tuesday at 11 a.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.